Minnesota alive.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the team as much as sometimes, I don't know, that building.
The atmosphere in that building is very toxic. Like toxic in a good way for Winnipeg. Like for teams that come in there, they just get roasted.
And I mean, I guess sticking in the West here, San Jose, Anaheim. I mean, not gonna lie, I'm sitting here, I'm shocked.
It's not even really close.
Like, I mean, especially last game, 8-1. When I seen that, I was like, oh man, like,
yeah.
And I had Anaheim to win. I mean, is this a different San Jose team? Would they choke and Anaheim comes back and makes this a series?
I don't know.
I'm not saying Anaheim wins the series, but does Anaheim get in a few games to make this a little scary on San Jose? Or do you think San Jose closes out and that's it? Anaheim's packing her up. Because these 2 games are in the Shark Tank, or like the next one's in the Shark Tank. They can win in the Shark Tank.
Yeah,
Sweep the series. Like, it's kind of crazy to go into Anaheim and beat them both times in their own building.
Yeah,
and then still have now we got 2 games in our own building. Like,
exactly, for sure. The I don't know, Sharks seem like a different team. I mean, only thing that changed was
Vander Kane,
Patrick Marleau.
Patrick Marleau's gone. Vander Kane is in.
Yeah,
different, fresh face.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we're saying all this, and it's 3 games into the playoffs. I mean, it's hard to judge on 3 games, right? Like, if they went far, it's one thing to say this, but
yeah, exactly.
But I know what you're saying. What's changed? I mean,
maybe Anaheim isn't as good as it used to be.
Yeah, and
maybe it's time to tweak. I don't know.
And I don't know what you guys. When I think of Anaheim, I think of kind of a powerhouse team. But maybe like that's done. Like,
yeah.
Or are they getting old? Perry, Getzlaf, Kessler, Bieksa.
Last game, Getzlaf got a game misconduct, and stuff. And Perry, Perry took some penalties and
made around into penalty trouble, but
not as effective as they
were. But who do they have aside from Perry, Getzlaf up front?
Raquel.
Ricard Raquel.
Yeah. Kessler's good. I'd say good player on the defensive side of the game, but his offensive numbers aren't nearly the same as they once were.
So I don't know if they're as deep as they were a couple years ago, but maybe they have just some young guys coming up. They have that cachet coming in there.
I mean, 7 games is still 7 games, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But I almost could see a sweep.
Yeah.
And if somebody asked me that, like I said, I picked Anaheim, so obviously I was not. I mean, I said Anaheim in 7, which that technically still a possibility, but I never would have thought a possible sweep by San Jose after 4 games. Somebody would have asked me, I'd have been like, no, Anaheim's too good of a team.
It wasn't the one that was going to be a sweep for sure. Yeah.
No, I mean, it's only one of 2 series that can sweep now. That's one of them.
Yeah.
And
the
other West one we're going to jump into.
The other big surprise.
Vegas and the Kings.
Yeah.
I mean, Vegas, like, close games. 1-0, 2-1, and 3-2.
Yeah.
Like, not like Vegas is, killing them on the score sheet.
Just outworking them.
But, I mean, close games, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. They're just outworking them, and I don't know, they're just a little faster.
Were 2 of those in overtime or 1? 1 for sure was in overtime.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because Hala scored.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's another one. I'm shocked. Like, I had the Kings to beat them in, I think, 6. So, and I'm thinking,
Well, last time the Kings were down 3-0, they came back and won a Stanley Cup. So
they beat San Jose.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
you never know.
And I don't want to say Vegas is I don't want to use the word fragile, but and we went back to last show inexperienced.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not as, you know what I mean? Like,
well, they're full of guys that know what they're doing. Like, they're lower tier guys on a team that, I mean, they're not other people's garbage, but they're guys that never got a shot on other teams because they weren't quite good enough to be number one.
Well, they obviously weren't, like, I mean, outside James Neal. James Neal was legit a star.
Yeah.
In Marc-Andre Fleury would be a star too. But
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Like, I
But-
thought the Kings. And it's like I said, it's not like they're getting blown out. It's just they're obviously not winning games. Like,
What I thought was weird was Vegas Golden Knights sat Thomas Tatar. He was a healthy scratch. And going back to trade deadline, they paid a first, second, and third round pick for him, and he's a healthy scratch. Like, it almost seems like that team, if you're not playing our game, you're not playing at all. But and maybe that's the mentality they need to have. I don't know.
well, it's like, I don't know. Like,
Whatever they're doing is working. You can't really discredit their methods, really.
Joel Gallant, man.
Yeah. And a team that plays hard.
It's kind of a head scratcher, not gonna lie. It's kind of like you guys like any kind of fairy tale movie where the team is so and they end up, you know what I mean, like
Another Disney hockey movie.
yeah,
Exactly.
and they end up winning it all. Is that Vegas? Like, you can make a movie off this team if they win the cup, really.
Yeah.
Like, if they win the cup, I mean, not gonna lie, as a Leafs fan, wait 50 years to win the cup, and they get in there 1 year and win the cup. It's kind of a little on the, you know what I mean? Like,
Is Vegas getting flown up to Alaska?
yeah,
Or-
they're gonna play. Frick.
Yeah, be pretty historical though.
I mean,
an inaugural
this-
team wins the Stanley Cup in their first year.
This team already is if they win one round and get out the next round.
Well, they won one game in the playoffs. They're already way better,
Than
head and
most.
shoulders than any team that's inaugural.
And I mean, say they beat the Kings, which it's looking that way. I mean, they got to play. They would have to play the Sharks
Or the Ducks.
or the Ducks, but I'm probably the Sharks. It's looking like the Sharks at this point. We'll say.
Yeah.
I actually think they could beat the Sharks too.
Yeah, I think
'Cause-
so.
The team they're gonna have trouble with is gonna be Nashville and Winnipeg. If those two teams make it on, if those two teams make it on,
Exactly. Yeah. If that goes
these are all
well.
ifs. But I mean, just going by the teams that probably should make it on, Winnipeg and Nashville, I don't think they could beat either one of those.
Yeah.
So, but they maybe could beat San Jose. I mean, they're showing us they could beat the Kings.
Yeah.
In my mind, I thought the Kings were better than the Sharks.
That's the team I almost thought was going to come out of that division.
I mean, you kind of look at the Kings line. I mean, Quick,
Yeah.
Doughty,
Kopitar, Brown's having a hell of a year.
Toffoli. I mean, in my mind, they got some good players. So, but just moving on to the east side here.
You bada boom, bada bing.
Sad. We start with, I guess, tonight's game. The game that you just announced not that long ago here, Columbus and Washington.
2-1.
2-1 in the series now. This series could go the distance now after tonight's win.
Yeah.
Columbus would have won, I would have said, oh man, it could be a possible sweep, obviously. But now it's like
But every
Washington's
single
got a
one of
little bit
these
of
games,
momentum.
all these games have gone.
To overtime.
Yeah, they've all gone the distance.
What's with Washington taking other teams to overtime?
I don't-
They did it with us
Yeah.
last year, 5 to 6 games. I mean, they like the extra time, I guess.
Yeah. It's crazy, actually.
Yeah, it's been a very close. Actually, it's been it's been the closest series.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you said, 3 overtimes. I mean, can't get any closer than that.
I mean,
But
Holtby played tonight.
yeah, he started tonight. He played a little bit the other night too.
Yeah.
It was Grubauer.
They
Like,
pulled Grubauer.
yeah,
So I'm
there's been a lot of goalies that have actually been.
yanked. Yeah.
Yeah, you think about it.
Pecorine,
Anderson.
Anderson got
Hellebuyck
pulled.
got cold or pulled.
Oh yeah, I guess he would have. Yeah. Gibson got pulled.
Yeah.
Pecorine, like you said, yeah.
You mentioned Grubauer, yeah.
Kincaid got pulled.
Yep.
Obviously, Elliott Elliott got pulled.
Yep, Mrazek went in game 1.
Yeah. I don't think Matt Murray got pulled though.
No, I don't think so.
But I mean, yeah, you start looking at more more goalies than not almost got pulled. Or
Yeah.
about half, actually, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But, I think this series could be going the distance.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Ovechkin.
Like I said, with the
Guaranteed.
Washington win, that makes me think, damn, this series could go pretty far. Washington lost. We're sitting and I'm saying the opposite. Columbus has probably got her.
Yeah,
It's crazy how Game 3 is very important.
they always say it's the most important game.
Well, yeah, it's a 3-0 or it's a 2-1, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that makes
3
it
and
a big-
5 are the most important games.
I don't know if you guys got anything else to say about that series, coverage-wise, or anything.
It's been going back to the old adage of fourth line and goaltending. You know, like guys like Calvert and
Yeah, Calvert scored the winner. I mean, Panarin scored the first overtime winner, which he's expected to.
and
And
Lars
Lars
Eller.
Eller. Yeah, like you said, that's bottom six forward for sure.
Yeah, and
Right.
goaltending, right? That's very important.
Something about playoffs that brings out the second tier forwards.
They have to
Brings
come
the
to
best.
play because everyone expects the big guys to be there.
Yep.
And you prepare for that, but then you don't really prepare for bottom guys.
And and then next series Tampa Bay and Devils. I mean,
It was to be expected.
I think Devils was winning one game.
Yeah.
I picked them to win one game. But once again, another series. The winning team scored 5 goals.
I actually picked Devils to win the series. I just thought that
Oh,
they would outplay Tampa, just outwork them.
Wow.
But it doesn't look like. It looks like Tampa came to play.
Well, 5-2, Tampa won game 1, and then 5-3, Tampa won. But that game was closer than the score, because I watched the end of that game, and New Jersey got a goal waved off even. And one of those was an empty netter. So, I mean,
Yeah, close
very
game.
close game. And then Devils won game 3, 5-2. So, I mean, once again, important game 3. Could have been 3-0 for Tampa, but I mean, New
Yeah.
Jersey, well, actually, Taylor Hall's been really good. So.
Yeah, patting his heart candidacy.
Expected, right? Like,
Yeah.
But it's like,
Well, again, Keith Kincaid was in.
yeah, and then Corey Schneider
Now
started
Corey
today.
Schneider's in, and maybe that'll turn it around. I don't know.
Well, did something right.
Yeah, exactly. I see, like you said, I see that one going 6 or 7. I don't know which team's gonna win, but
You have that feeling.
yeah,
I still think Tampa might have her though in 5.
think so. Think they got stung a little bit, and they're gonna be back harder than ever.
I mean, I'm kind of rooting for Devils. They're kind of an underdog,
Yeah, me too.
but I mean, I don't know what you think, Scott, on that. But
Can honestly say that's probably the series I've least paid attention to.
yeah, that the Columbus Washington one. It's been the one I'm kind of.
Yeah.
That's kind of my series that I've been a little like. To me, it doesn't matter who wins. Like I had that attitude towards that series.
Mm-hmm.
Where some of the other series, I'm like, I want that team to win, right? But I don't know if we have much more to say on that one. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, both teams are playing good.
The guys you expected to score are scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top line Tampa guys.
Yeah.
And top
yeah,
line
and the top
Devil guys.
Devil guys you expect. Yeah, that's a great way to put that series.
Yeah.
Moving to Pens and Flyers, one I kind of a little more interested in, just because
It's a little odd. Like, this series is odd to me.
it's back and forth. Like, so you guys think Philly's blowing them out next game?
I don't know. It seems like it's
Seems
going
like the
that
pattern.
way. I mean, it's your classic Flyers Pens
One
playoff
team
series.
late and the other team up. I mean,
But I don't understand. Like, I said Penguins in 4. I didn't think Flyers were going to get anything.
what was Crosby? I think has 8 points in 2 games.
We had a hat trick the first game.
I think he had 4 points that game. Well, for sure he had a hat trick. No, I think you're right. He had a hat trick the first game. He had 4 points the last game.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's
proven he's a playoff guy. He's, Don Cherry said,
I mean, Pittsburgh is going to win the series.
I'm going to go with that too, for sure. But 6 probably. My
Flyers
change
going to get
is-
another.
is-
You think Flyers are going to get another game?
I think so.
I don't know.
But what do you? I mean, a little bit off topic and from an old man, but Don Cherry said that Sidney Crosby best playoff player in the league right now.